Driving from our home in New Jersey, we headed west toward Greencastle, Indiana, population 9,820, to see Angel's grandma. On an already pinched income, I had received what I thought was an unjustly deserved speeding ticket on I-70. It was our first time visiting Greencastle. We drove through the beautiful farmland and wound into Grandma Lois's quiet neighborhood. As her door opened, the smell of cigarette smoke, biscuits, and white gravy met us, and she warmly greeted us. The next day, the extended family hosted a party for us. As we drove up to the farm, the pressure of meeting this group of strangers mounted. I felt like the boyfriend from the city visiting his girlfriend back on the farm in a Hallmark movie. To quote Megamind, voiced by Will Ferrell, I was shaking in my custom baby seal leather boots. The men headed outside to lawn chairs, while the women stayed inside. I floated outside with a group of men I'd never met and sat down in a lawn chair. I had a beer in my left hand like the rest of the guys, but unlike everyone else, I did not have a cigarette in my right hand. Silence fell upon the group. It looked like I was going to have to be the engine for conversation. I prodded around. There were no Colts or NFL fans in the group, no Cubbies nor MLB fans either. I asked about the history of Greencastle. No takers. I could feel my blood pressure rising. I probed about their jobs, but they didn't want to go there. How could I make any connection? Any readers? Nope. I continued to prod until I discovered their twin interests, farming and NASCAR. Not knowing anything about either of these things, I tried my best to ask uneducated questions, receiving monosyllabic responses until the afternoon settled into an awkward silence. Hi, my name is John Beeson. Welcome to the Bee Hive. A few months back, Emily Stimson Chapman posted a charming post entitled A Theology of Awkwardness. In it, Chapman convincingly argues that to be human is to be awkward. She says this: awkwardness matters more than most of us realize. It is what so many of us spend our whole lives running from. We are terrified of saying and doing the wrong thing, coming off the fool, finding ourselves humiliated through our own inadequacy, and not measuring up. Awkwardness is also what makes so many forms of technology, artificial and otherwise, so appealing. It promises us protection from awkwardness, from uncomfortable conversations, badly written emails, poor decisions about paint colors, encounters that don't go as planned, disappointment in friendship, rejection in love, and so many of the messy moments in romance, work, and life that expose us for the imperfect beings we are. But if we let them, those messy moments can become the making of us. Awkward encounters unmask us, revealing our pretensions, limitations, and affections. In that, they offer us the chance not only to grow in humility, but to laugh at ourselves, to stop taking ourselves and our anxieties so danged seriously and just get on with the business of living. They also remind us to extend grace to others who are struggling along just as we are. Life's awkward moments can do something even more important than make us interesting, though. They can make us grateful. They can fill us with gratitude and wonder at the marvel of a God who died for such a bumbling lot of fools as us. We humans are creatures capable of great good and great evil, but we're also creatures capable of great silliness, of letting our fears, insecurities, and ignorance lead us down the most ridiculous of paths. Along those paths, we say the wrong things, do the wrong things, worry about the wrong things, and yet God still loves us, and He still went to the cross for us. Again, it is a marvel, and one we don't wonder at nearly enough. Which brings me back to my last lecture. Extending hospitality to others matters for all sorts of reasons. It draws people together, shows people they matter, and builds community. But it also creates endless opportunities for awkwardness. We cannot escape our own ridiculousness when we're flinging open the doors of our homes and inviting people into the reality of our lives. Lives with laundry piled high, furniture that has seen better days, and children with mildly insane minds of their own. We also can't escape our own humanity when the people we're inviting in have desires, habits, tastes, and thoughts so unlike our own. True hospitality, not the Martha Stewart variety of entertaining, but the casual, regular welcoming of friends and strangers, demands we make ourselves vulnerable. Vulnerable to rejection, vulnerable to judgment, vulnerable to awkwardness. You can't casually welcome people on the regular and not risk having your struggles and weaknesses eventually exposed. Sooner or later, you will do or say the wrong thing. So will your guests. Awkward moments are inevitable, which is, of course, why so many people don't want to do it. We don't want to be exposed for the blessed fools that we are, but that's also one of the reasons why we so desperately need to do it. In an age that promises us shelter from the truth of our own humanity, we need to seek out every opportunity we can for seeing ourselves and others as we really are. For if we don't do that, we'll never see God for who He really is either. And there is no greater tragedy in our life than that. What a great quote. I wholeheartedly concur. Our age promises relief from our anxiety by offering us screens instead of hugs. To remedy our fear of awkwardness, we disincarnate, creating distance and dehumanizing ourselves and others. To be hospitable, to be a good listener, to be in a relationship is to be vulnerable to awkwardness. And yet, sometimes, in our live and let live age, we can glorify awkwardness. Ours is an age of quirks, and you do you and keep it weird. Our self-absorption can create awkwardness. Many lack curiosity or ability to ask good questions of others. For some, their anxiety can grip them and create blinders toward other people. Awkwardness can be costly spiritually and relationally. Awkwardness can shut down conversations, stifle honesty and vulnerability, and put the weight of relational connectedness on the other person. To the extent that awkwardness is about my selfish desire for everyone to enter into my world, it is an ungodly thing. It can cost relationships. It can impact others' ability to see God's love through me. To walk with humility and love is often to help transform spaces of awkwardness into spaces of safety and comfort. Paul encourages us to, in humility, count others more significant than yourselves. Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others. That's Philippians 2, 3, and 4. To look to the interests of someone else is to ease the burden of awkwardness. Paul reiterates this in Romans. We who are strong have an obligation to bear with the failings of the weak and not to please ourselves. Let each of us please his neighbor for his own good to build him up. Romans 15, 1 and 2. To bear with others' failings is to create a safe space. Consider my interaction with my in-laws in Indiana. If I had spent some time beforehand asking Angel's grandma about her family, I would have been better prepared to ask more thoughtful questions and to build bridges. On the other hand, if they had asked me a few questions about myself or been more responsive, that would have helped us build a bridge from more than just one shore. Awkwardness is deeply human and reminds us of the fragile vessels that we are. To the degree awkwardness arises from us walking in the freedom of vulnerability and truthfulness of who we are, it's a gift. But awkwardness can also arise out of self-focus, a lack of love, curiosity, and humility. To that end, we ought to strive to love those around us by doing all that we can to extend a hand of grace and create hospitable places of freedom and care. Look to Jesus. We rarely see people being awkward around our Savior. In his compassionate eyes, they see an invitation to disclose to him what they haven't shared with anyone else, and to ask questions they would ask of no one else. Jesus usually erases the awkward, and so should we.